What's good, R&B squad? This is Ruth. I trust that this message meets you guys in good spirits. If you're new to this family, we don't believe that you're here by accident. Welcome. We're happy to have you, and Jesus is, of course, always happier. The word that I have today comes from a dream that I had and some scripture that the Lord led me to, and some things He spoke to me in the spirit as well regarding this dream. Now, as you listen to the details, you will know whether or not this word is for you. As per usual, please eat the meat and spit out the bone, take what's for you, and leave the rest. Now, in this dream, there were two women, and I could tell that the friendship between them was a very recent friendship. However, the second woman was trying her very best to become what would be considered besties with the first woman. So she was working overtime trying to get really close to this first woman, trying to do everything she did and participate in everything she was a part of, just to try to create this bond between them and to do it in as short a time as possible. And as I was looking at this second woman interacting with the first woman, it's as though in my own spirit I could sense that there was something off about hers, like her intentions weren't pure. And just as I was thinking that, and I saw her go off and start talking to other people other than the first woman that she'd befriended, I noticed that her interactions with other people were not pleasant. She was always looking to start an argument or in the midst of an argument. But somehow she was sugar sweet to this first woman whom she had just befriended. And then, while that second woman is off interacting with other people, this man comes up to the first woman and he pulls her aside and he starts to warn her about the second woman. And he tells her, this woman, she's not whom she appears to be. She will come off really sweet and nice at first, but then eventually you're going to see her true colors. And her true colors are not going to be pretty. And that was the end of the dream. And when I came away from the dream, the Lord explained to me what this was about. Now, if this is for you, there are people that are going to come into your life and they're going to come offering you friendship, but they're not coming with good intentions. Their intentions are not clean. Now, what that can look like is that this can be somebody entirely new coming into your life. This could be somebody that was just an acquaintance before, somebody that you just talk to now and again, but all of a sudden now this person has taken a keen interest in you and they suddenly want to be closer to you than they were before. Or this could be, for some of you, someone who was a previous enemy, and now all of a sudden they want to extend an olive branch to you. And while I'm not saying that anyone who was an enemy and is extending an olive branch, not all persons who are in that situation mean harm. Some people really will want to extend an olive branch and bury the hatchet with you. And in those cases, you really have to seek discernment to know if that's the case or not. However, there are those of you who have enemies, people who are your known enemies, and then all of a sudden they're coming to you to bury the hatchet. Suddenly, they want to offer you an olive branch and they want to offer you friendship instead. Whatever your situation looks like, just know that anybody that's all of a sudden coming on strong and laying it on thick and they want to be close to you and they want to get to know you and do everything that you're doing, this person is not coming with good intentions. They're coming with intentions of hurting you. And so I took some notes and I'm going to get into the scripture that the Lord sent me to. So the scripture is from Romans chapter 11, verses 8 to 10, and I'm going to put that in the description box for those of you who want to look at it. And it reads, as it is written, God gave them a spirit of stupor, eyes that could not see and ears that could not hear to this very day. And David says, may their table become a snare and a trap, a stumbling block and a retribution for them. May their eyes be darkened so that they cannot see and their backs be bent forever. And these are the notes that I took. There are those who will try to befriend you or make it appear as though they come in peace, only so that they can get close enough to you to try to harm you. You will have victory over the spirit of deceit and envy operating through these people. Furthermore, God himself will cause the monitoring spirits operating through them to be blinded and deafened, and they will fall into their own traps. So beware, be careful. Ask the Lord for discernment with every new relationship or friendship, because there are people that will sit back and observe you and take notes, and then they will try to figure out what makes you tick. what you stand for, what you're into. And then they will come to you pretending to match your values, pretending to be interested in the same things that you're interested in. Or, as I said before, they may be a known enemy that's coming to, under false pretenses, pretend to offer you an olive branch, when in reality, they just want to get closer to you. They operate out of the mindset that you catch more flies with sugar than you do with vinegar. So if I sweeten you up, if I speak with you, if I try to make you think that I'm in your corner, you're not going to see the attack coming. That's what these people are thinking. You're not going to see them coming because you're thinking that they mean well. But God will always go before you and warn you. So I hope that this message reached the right ears. I love you guys. I will be back with another word as soon as the Lord releases me. Take care.